Everybody buckle up. It's time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
We're joined by Susie Falk from the Falk Group, plus Jeff Wagner is back. Topic number one. A Milwaukee County supervisor wants a state law that charges parents with manslaughter if their child dies from co-sleeping. 9 babies have died while sleeping with other people this year. Should parents responsible for co-sleeping deaths be charged criminally? And I know one of the arguments against this is the parents already suffered enough, they've lost their kids, but it doesn't stop.
Well, no, I mean, and this new law is also going to tie into drugs or alcohol. I mean, we call it co-sleeping. Let's be honest. That is a euphemism. This is drunken baby crushing. If you get yourself drunk, get behind the wheel of the car with your infant in the car and drive into a telephone pole, you are going to be charged. To me, this is no different. I understand that accidents happen, but if somebody drinks half a bottle of vodka, passes out on top of their infant son, you bet they should be charged.
Yeah. Jeff, I agree with you. I do completely. This is drunken, co-sleeping. This, for people who co-sleep and they do it responsibly, I actually think there are some added benefits. I've looked up the research on this, and just in Psychology Today, September 1st issue, there's a big article about why co-sleeping makes sense for a lot of people. The problem is there's co-sleeping and then there's drunken co-sleeping. Yeah. And so you just have to be mindful. Well, anyways, I can go into the co-sleeping argument, but I think, Jeff, you're right on, and there's too much of this with the drinking and the drugs.
All right, Counselor, is this a case where we need a new law? Don't we have laws in the books that can be used?
I'm very glad you asked that question, because this is part of the problem. Yeah, you can have another law, and that's fine. But the truth is, we have district attorneys across the state, and you know who you are, who refuse to apply the existing laws for whatever reason, because, okay, it's politically incorrect, because we believe that maybe there'll be some blowback in certain parts of the community. But right, there's all sorts of laws that could be used now. This would be another one, but it's not going to accomplish anything if the district attorneys and the judges aren't going to enforce the laws now. So, good idea. Will it make a difference? I think the jury will be out on that.
Agreed.
Right. Thanks, guys.
Coming up, not even the Thanksgiving yet. We're already talking about Black Friday. The big question, is Black Friday facing extinction? We'll talk about that coming up.
And our viewer's choice topic of the day.
Again, we're joined by the dynamic duo of Susie Falk and Jeff Wagner. Stamp prices could go up 3 cents next year to 49 cents if approved. The increase would bring in about $2 billion for the Postal Service. It's lost nearly $4 billion so far this year, $16 billion last year. Should the Postal Service be allowed to increase the cost of stamps by 3 cents?
I think so. They're losing money. I think they have to do it. I don't think it's going to impact most of us who send email to most people. I do think it will hurt me and some of my friends maybe around the holidays when we send out stacks of handwritten Christmas cards, and so that we'll feel it then. But I did a little informal survey in the office, and it's 3 cents for an additional stamp. I have one colleague who sends out about 2 letters a year, so I don't think it's going to impact most of us.
But you've hit on what the real issue is, Susie. This is like putting a Band-Aid on a situation where you need a tourniquet. The Postal Service is absolutely hemorrhaging money. And most businesses, when people aren't using them as much, you don't increase the price. The problems are just huge here. And the Postal Service is kind of, they're in a sort of hogtied because Congress has to sign off on anything. What they need to do is eliminate Saturday mail delivery. That will save billions. They need to close underperforming post offices, even if it's politically unpalatable. I don't have a problem with this. I don't send that many stamps, but this is going to solve the problem.
In the post office is this weird kind of, it's not really a government agency, but Congress controls it. Right. So it can't run itself like a private business because everything needs congressional approval. Right. Why won't Congress just set it free and let the market take care of itself?
But the problem is because the constituents complain. You've got these underperforming post offices, so they say we're going to close them, and then you have some congressman says, well, that means the people in my district are going to have to walk 8 blocks instead of 4. You can't do that. We won't let you do it. It's the worst of all worlds, when you've got the politicians who are telling the business people what they can and can't do.
All right.
Lightning round.
Here we go. Time for our lightning round. Now it's Black Friday dying. Research suggests the day after Thanksgiving is not, in fact, the best day for finding deals.
No.
Some retail experts predict Black Friday will disappear altogether. It appears fewer people are actually camping out at stores waiting to get their hands on that special gift. What do you guys think? Is Black Friday facing extinction?
You know what? I don't think it ever will. I think it's a tradition among so many people. People love it. I've never gotten into it. I don't understand it, but people do love to, sit in line at 4 a.m. to get that TV. But so it'll be probably a quieter Black Friday as we move forward. We also have, Cyber Saturdays and Wireless Wednesdays, and there's a million ways of buying your products and getting good deals, and retailers had figured that out. So have fun.
But here's the thing nowadays. Everything's so, we were talking about this last week. After Labor Day, the Halloween stores are open.
Yeah.
You have a lot of stores now that already have their Christmas decorations that are out. It's like, why wait till the day after Thanksgiving? Now, I'm a traditionalist. I'd love to see this happen, even though you don't see me at 3 in the morning outside the Best Buy on the day after Thanksgiving. But I think inevitably there's going to be some people that do it just because they find it fun to do it, like deer hunting.
I've always done it, and families are together and, trying to work off all those calories consumed the day before. I think we'll always have a Black Friday.
But the trade-off is you can't expect it to be a huge day if you're already going to be selling Christmas stuff come, Labor Day or whatever.
And the
which
retailers will figure it all out, and they'll be very profitable as they move forward.
I thought I saw Annie outside one of those stores about 3:30 in the morning last
Not
Thanksgiving
a 3:30
day.
girl, but I do like Black Friday, mostly just because it's really the first official day of the season. So my mother and I, it's been a tradition for us for, I won't say how many years, but it's been a long time. So yeah,
that's fun.
Thanks, guys.
All right, the What's Hot discussion will continue online. Find that page at tmj4.com/hot.